Before we begin, I just want to say that this video started production 3 months ago, and then I stopped working on it, learning new skills about Filmora and stuff. But then I realized this shouldn't just be my take on the Minecraft movie. This should be why the Minecraft movie should be inspired by Alpha, because it is a story in its own, like I explained in the video. So yeah, let's get into this, shall we? Hello, it's me, Mr. Gaming, and today I'm gonna make the Minecraft movie. So, let's get started. Okay, first off, what do we already know about the Minecraft movie? Well, if you go into IMDb, there is some info about the Minecraft movie. The malevolent Ender Dragon sets out on a path of destruction, prompting a young girl and her group of unlikely heroes to set out to save the overworld. So, from this information, we know that Alex is the main character of the Minecraft movie. Oh, and also, if you go to IMDb, Steve is also like a side character of sorts. So, yeah. Also, Gabriel, not from Minecraft Story Mode, completely different, will also be a character of the movie. Okay, so that's all we know, but we're gonna need some more sources. So, first, introducing Take Back the Night by Captain Sparkles. Now, this one might be weird, but don't worry, this will make sense when we get into the beginning of the story. Okay, and second, Alpha by C418. This one's also weird, but it will be the backbone of our story, because if you listen to it, it kinda does have a story to it. So yeah, now that we have all that, let's get into the story, shall we? At a village, we see Alex, a young girl having fun, with the other baby players and villagers, and baby Steve. When suddenly, the Ender Dragon shows up destroying the village. We see Alex run as a lot of the other villagers hurt and some of them die. Oh, and we don't know where Steve is, so he's probably dead, right? Anyway, after Alex runs to who knows where, we cut to a shot of 5 players opening an end portal, luring the Ender Dragon into it, and shutting it off with a baby player like just falling into it. That probably won't be useful, but anyway, we cut to 10 years later. Alex has made a nice home and a nice camp of players. We get shown the town and Alex interacts with the players. Before a mysterious figure comes and requests to save some players in the end. Alex has a flashback and decides not to help. But then, it's revealed that Steve was one of the original players that helped seal the Ender Dragon in the end, and fell into the end portal before it was trapped. This shocks Alex, making her finally want to go there and help save some players, but mainly save Steve. The player says that in order to reactivate the portal, you'll need some Eyes of Ender, which are made from Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods. Blaze Rods come from the Nether from Blazes, and Ender Pearls come from both Overworld and Nether from Enderman. But they're gonna go to the Nether and get those Ender Pearls. We see a group of players traveling the overworld, looking for obsidian to make a Nether portal to get Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods. They travel to many biomes, and they even stop at a village, reminding Alex of what happened to her 10 years prior. Now they're in a cave, looking for diamonds to mine the obsidian. However, they have many encounters with many mobs. They struggle at first, but then they get the hang of it, fighting the mobs, and eventually finding diamonds, which they make a diamond pickaxe with to mine the obsidian. And then they make a Nether portal and go in it. They make it to the Nether. Insert a funny joke about them getting a bad spawn. They start to explore for the Nether fortress to get blaze rods. However, one of the players decides to hit a pigman, it gets attacked, which the players have to deal with, and which they do. They find the Nether fortress eventually. They go inside of it, and then they get ambushed by wither skeletons, blazes, and the biggest threat of them all, a ghast. It takes time to get used to the mobs, but they defeat them all, and get the blaze rods they need, and go out of the Nether fortress. Then the players decide to go to the Bastion to get Ender Pearls. They have troubles in the Bastion. But they eventually get gold from the Bastion, trade it with piglins to get ender pearls. And they go back to the Nether Portal, get out of there, and go back to the overworld to find the stronghold. After exiting the Nether Portal, the players are now heading towards the stronghold. Using the Eyes of Ender, they are now on the way to the stronghold, and even encounter more biomes. But eventually they find the stronghold, they encounter more mobs, and eventually get Drew, shown how they improved, and open the portal, and go in. Finally, the players have made it to the end, where they find Steve, who Alex missed Steve very much over the 10 years. However, there is no time to waste. They now have to fight the Ender Dragon to get home, which at first goes smoothly. They break all the end crystals, and they get ready to deal some damage. But then, the Ender Dragon attacks, hurting, and even killing some players. It almost seems like there's no... Until Steve, in an act of bravery, hurts the Ender Dragon, making it very weak. However, in the process, Steve dies coming to wounds by the Ender Dragon. But there is no time to process the loss, as Alex gets the final hit, killing the Ender Dragon, and they go back home. Now beware, this ending isn't really that good because, yeah. So anyway, let's go on with the ending. With the players coming back, they mourn the loss of Steve, and start to gather more players for a even bigger dread? Wow, that was a lot. So let me explain some of the parts. First off, the beginning was set in a village, which was inspired by Take Back the Night. And if there was a sequel, Steve probably would have died and just made it home with the other players. So yeah, but if it was a solo film, it'd be bold of them to kill Steve, huh? Oh, and also the ending. Yeah, it ain't that great. But it could set up something with the Warden, because that's like the only boss that's like great importance and then everything else sucks. We kinda need a boss update. But yeah. Also, if you have any ideas about like the story about like changing the ending or like some cool parts, put it in the comments. I'll read them. Because comments make me happy. Because you guys are just great. So, now, what am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna sit here and wait for the Minecraft movie to come out. Well, the trailers and stuff. And yeah, until then, I'll see you later. Goodbye.